Hello everyone and welcome back to the Artworks YouTube channel. I'm Alice and today I've got something super excited for you. I'm going to be showing you how to make these little origami jumping frogs. Now these frogs are super cute. You can make them in a whole different range of sizes and colours, and they're super easy to make as well, which is great. They actually do jump when you press on their backs, which is super cool. So you can go and race them with your family at home or anyone you live with, as long as you're keeping to those social distancing guidelines, of course. But I'm super excited to teach you how to make these today. Like I said, they're super easy, so let's get started. Okay everyone, to make your leaping origami frogs, all you're going to need is one thing, and that is a piece of paper. It does have to be a square piece of paper, so if you're starting off with a piece of A4 you can cut it down, but it does have to be a perfect square so all of the sides are equal. Okay, the first step we're going to do is we're going to fold the piece of paper in half. So I'm just going to take this side, draw it over here, and then press down nice and firmly over here. Whenever you make a crease, it's really handy if you go back and forth on the crease just to make sure that it's really nice and tight and smooth. Okay, once you've done that, I'm going to take the top right corner here and I'm going to fold it down so that this top side here matches up with this side here. I'll show you what I mean. So we're just going to fold it diagonally until the two lines meet over here on the edge. Do you see how that looks? So we're just going to fold this crease down here. There we go. Once you've done that, we're going to unfold that, and then we're going to take this side and we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to fold it over and make that crease just like that. Perfect. Then we're going to unfold it again. We're going to flip our piece of paper around and we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to take the top right corner and we're just going to fold it down so that the sides line up, just like that. Then we're going to unfold it and we're going to take the top left corner and we're going to fold it down. Perfect. So once you've made all those creases, your paper should look something a bit like this. You'll see you have a cross over here from the creases and a cross down the bottom as well. Now this is the trickiest step of the entire thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these two triangles here, these two on the side, and we're going to push them together, and you'll see that this top bit sort of pops forward. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this top bit and we're going to push it down. Now if you've made all your creases nice and tight, that should be okay to do. So then you'll end up with this little triangle that'll look a little something like this. So I'll show you again. So what we did was we took these two triangles, we pushed them together, and then we pulled this bit down over the top. You're going to do the exact same thing on this side, okay? So I'll show you one more time. So we're going to take these two triangles, we're going to push them together, and then we're going to grab this top triangle and we're going to push it down. So once you've done that, you should be looking at something a little bit like this. Basically a big diamond with a line in the middle, something like that, okay? Now what we're going to do is, you can see if you turn it to the side that you've got like two little flappy bits. So we're going to take this first flappy bit here and we're going to fold it so that it makes a little triangle. Okay? So all I did was I took this flappy bit and I folded it up to meet the top of the diamond to make its own little triangle here. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take this flappy bit and I'm going to put the point to the point at the top there and fold it to make this little triangle. Okay, so now you'll have something that looks a bit like that. Now we're going to flip the whole thing over and we're going to do it again. So I'm going to take this little flappy bit here, I'm going to take this point up to this point at the top of my diamond and fold it down so that I've got a nice little triangle. And last time now, so I'm going to take this flappy bit, I'm going to take the point and put it to the point at the top there and fold it down so that I've got a nice triangle. Okay, you're doing great so far. We're almost there. There's not even that much left to do. Believe it or not, I know it doesn't quite look like one of these yet, What we're going to do now is we're going to make a crease just about here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line and make it line up with this little line. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it down there. Do you see what I did there? So that we've got a straight edge pointing out here. So what I did was I wanted this line here to line up with this line here. So all I did was take this line here and fold it over to there, okay? So now you should be looking at something a little bit like that. Now we're going to flip it round and do the same thing. So I'm going to take this side here and just fold it down, just like that. And last time, take this side here and fold it down. So we've got something a little bit like this. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over, okay? Now this little bit here, this little point of the diamond, is going to become its tail, okay? So we're going to fold it into a triangle. So to do that, I'm taking this point here and I'm folding it into the middle of the diamond. There we go. So I'm going to press down on there nice and firmly. Perfect, a little something like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side of our little diamond and fold it in. So I'm just going to make the crease so that there's a straight line right down the middle here. So I'm just folding it in. Okay, so now I've got this nice line down the middle here, and I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. I'm going to fold it in and I'm going to push down here. Perfect, we're so close to being done now. Now if you look at your frog, you can see that you've got these two lines going up here, okay? Now at the highest point of these lines, you need to make a crease. So we're going to fold him just at the top of that, so that we've got a nice little triangle here now as well. See what I've done there? So once you've folded him there, and you made that a really nice and strong crease, you're actually going to unfold him. You're actually going to flip your frog around, and we're going to make one more fold, and it's going to be in between this bottom line here and the fold that you just made there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold him in just like that. It doesn't have to be too neat, don't worry. Mine's quite wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to make sure that's nice and strong. And then when you unfold it, you should see this little crease here that you can sort of push back and forth like that, right? And that's what's going to make your frog jump. He's actually all done now, believe it or not. You finished. So if I just pop him down there, I can press back on his back there, and he does a little leap. Try it again. How cool is that? Your own little leaping frog. I hope you were able to follow along with that tutorial. Feel free to pause the video and go back if there are any steps that you didn't quite get. But I hope it all made sense, and I hope you've got your own little leaping frogs that you can go and race with other people now. Missing someone.